We're just getting started on the first of 3 cats who all live together. And they're all getting their long hair shampoo package. I usually start off with the most pensive one first. That way they're not just sitting in their cat carrier stressing and waiting for something to happen, right? Just get them over with first. So, anyway, this is Sugar. Hey Cheyenne, how are you? You getting ready for Thanksgiving? You looking forward to your Thanksgiving with your whoever? Waka. Alright, she's a little pensive. They're all of natural temperament. They're all pretty much sweethearts. So, anyway, even though all 3 of them are unrelated, they're not related to each other. They all have pretty much the same exact personality. Just really sweet. Really sweet. So what do you usually do for Thanksgiving, Cheyenne? I usually go out and eat. I don't like. Oh, you don't? Okay. Alright. Yeah. I don't blame you. As the food flies would be a typical Thanksgiving dinner with my family. As the food flies, right? No, did it ever really get to a food fight? Not really. It never got that bad. But the insults are flying, right? The insults are always flying. So, no, thank you. All right, we're gonna do the Sani with the safety clipper. Start with that. In my area, I'm completely surrounded by some of the most amazing restaurants in the, so you're spoiled for choice. IU, okay, whatever that means. All right. All the food triggers you? Uh-oh. You gotta learn how to take a Zen treatment. I discovered my Zen treatment by accident one Thanksgiving. You want to hear it? You want to hear the Zen treatment for any family get-togethers? Alright, so I had some tooth problems. So I figured I might as well get those done before I have to go enjoy a nice big meal, right? So went to the dentist. They had to put me on antibiotics before they could even begin work on my teeth. So I was on penicillin, right? Little did I know that if you combine penicillin with a beer, you get Zen. And so after the Thanksgiving, when I went back to the dentist, I asked the dentist, how is it that, that would work? And he couldn't wrap his head around it because he said they should both cancel each other out. But yeah, just get yourself some big old penicillin, horse pills, take one, add a beer, and you're there. Believe it or not. See, you never thought you'd learn that on a cat grooming channel, did you? Works for me. As long as you're not allergic to penicillin, I guess it'll work, right? So, yeah, so the dentist couldn't figure it out. He's like, I have no idea. And I'm like, well, it's funny because, you know, when the insults started flying at the dinner table, I was thoroughly enjoying my meal and I wasn't getting triggered by anything. It was the best Thanksgiving I ever had. So, wow. She's like, I'm a princess. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Wham, wham, wham. Go get them, Cheyenne. Go get them. Take no prisoners. Oh, so around me, oh, my Let the washing begin. She's like, that feels good. I know. So she comes in with her two brothers every, I don't know, 6 to 7 weeks. Yeah. For a shampoo and blowout. Right? She's the princess of the bunch. Waka waka. Good girl. You doing it? She's like, I'm doing it? What am I doing? You getting a bath? You getting a fuzzy wuzzy wuzzy bear? Fuzzy wuzzy. Where's the bear? Fuzzy wuzzy had no hair. There we go. Alrighty then. Let's get out that degreaser. She's like, you made me purple again, didn't you? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Here we go. Waka waka. Here we go. Good girl. Good girl. Alright, Beats brush. That's just gonna go around and just make sure all of this long hair coat is not getting tangled while we're washing it, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, you're all going to get triggered no matter what, whether the cat's being shaved, whether the cat's being kept in full coat, it doesn't matter. You're just going to get triggered no matter what happens, right? So, say lovey. Maybe not join a cat grooming channel. There's a thought. If it triggers you. Just saying. Or am I using too much common sense? Am I using too much common sense for you to handle there? Are you ready? Steady? Here we go. Here we go. She's a princess. Yeah. She's a real live princess. She's like, I am. Yeah, bird. Yes, you are. Alright, head up. Get all that out. Head up. She's like, that makes me nervous. You gotta. Ding, ding, ding. Every 6 weeks, baby. Wow. Oh, this isn't my cat. She's in a cat grooming salon. Getting washed and blown out. Wow, 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 wow. Good girl. You're doing it. She's like, I am. What am I doing? Getting washed. Yeah. You getting washed and coiffed. Washed and coiffed. Warm. question was, what temperature do I use? Just keep everything nice and warm, right? You're very welcome. Alright, ready, steady, here we go. That was a little treatment. We're worldwide, baby. You did it. She's like, I'm just a princess. You are. Emma. Good girl. No. Yeah, she's pretty much been this way from day one. It's not like she learned to just get used to it. This is the way she's been from day one, because this is her temperament, right? This is how she was born and bred. You did it. All right, one down. One down. Tail wrap. Tail wrap. She's like, yay. We did it. We did it, Ma. We did it. All right, good girl. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. 3, 2, 1. Tail wrap. No, she was just born and bred this way. Believe it or not, people go to breeders who breed for good temperament, especially those who have small children in their house. It's really important that when they're going to get a pet, that they get one that's not going to be a risk to any of their small children, right? Why people go to a breeder who breeds for good temperament, right? So this particular couple who owns these 3 cats, they all come from different breeders, but they made sure they did their research, made sure that every single cat was being bred for a perfect temperament, because they have small children in the house, right? And that's the worst, when you have to say goodbye to a pet who's being mean to your infant children, right? It can be quite alarming when you see your cat hissing at your newborn baby, you know? It can be very alarming. And guess who's gonna go? And it's not gonna be the newborn baby, right? No, that's a no-brainer. Cat's going to go before the baby goes, right? So what do people do? They do their research and they go out and they look for perfect temperament cuties. If that's what they want, is a cat. There. Alright. Tail wrap. Alright, next one. I usually do 2 tail wraps for a long hair kitty. Wow. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Nice and warm right out of the dryer. Oh yeah. Nice and cozy. Nice and cozy. Yay. They're all like that. Every single couch in their household is like this. Alright, I'm going to give her a quick fluff out and then put her in the dryer box. Do one, two, oops, and three. Here, think that's enough? You think that's enough? Turn on the shandy. next victim. Alright, let's do it that way. There. Bye. Bye-bye. What do you think it is? Red light therapy? What else could it be? Gee, see the fur moving around? That's your first clue. That's your first clue of what it possibly could be. You know, they say, I don't know whether to believe it or not, but if you do red light therapy, it'll make you look 5 to 10 years younger. Hello. Hello, should we start offering that treatment for our cat clients? So how's your neighbor? Do you take care of that small little matter there, Cheyenne, with your 12 gauge shotgun? Oh, we got some leakage. We got some leakage. The water fountain just went off. Dang. Dang. Huh. Interesting. Your neighbor? Great. That's just freaking great. Neighbors are the best, aren't they? I used to be completely surrounded by the ultimate neighbors. It's cray-cray. To the left of me was a man who went to jail for 26 years for manslaughter. And then you wouldn't know it because he's out there in his little walker, right? But apparently, yeah. went to jail for 26 years for that. A service, who's the service dog handler? The person who's picking on you? Your friend is a service dog handler. That's not good. That's not good at all. Hope you took care of that in your own special way, Cheyenne. What did you do? What did you just have a holy war on somebody else's life? Ugh. Alright, up we go. Next victim. You know, because after all, they're all victims, because apparently all we do is abuse animals here. So, next victim. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. She wouldn't happen to be one of those love and light people, would she? It's always the love and light people, isn't it? You know how nope, we get all different breeds, all different temperaments. Right? Yep. You think we actually turn down cats who aren't purebreds? Say, no. No, your cat isn't a purebred, so they're not going to be allowed to come to our salon. No, that's not how it works. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, so how do you deal with the love and light people? You go to their pastor. Yeah. You let their pastor know exactly what they've been up to, right? Let their pastor take care of it. Yeah. Oh, doesn't matter. Come to the light, Miss Love and Light. Butt scratch. As he's lifting his hips, as he's lifting, you know, we have the video to show that it's the complete opposite of your gaslighting, right? So, yes, we all live together. Yepper. We all live together in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in the yellow submarine. Wah, 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 wah. Wee-hee. Waka, 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 waka. Here we go. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, give it time. Give it time. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Hello. What do you speak in the Netherlands? I'm sorry. I have a brain fart. What is the national language of the Netherlands? The speaker de Deutsch. Oh. I guessed it. Well, that's where we're from. Hello. Dr. Tina. We have a doctor in the house. Is there a doctor in the house? Yes. Now there is. How you doing, Dr. Tina? Yeah. You ready? He's like, for what? Nothing. Nothing really. Alright, so let's get this water nice and warm. Rinse him off. Do his beauty treatment while we do his face. Get that off. Well, hello, from New Jersey too. Wow. That's not too far from, I'm only 13 miles from Philly, as the crow flies, as they say. And Philly is right next to New Jersey. Alright, so let's get the beauty. Well, hello. Well, hello. Wow. It's international, baby. It's worldwide, baby. Cats are worldwide. Yeah, he'll get greenies. Well, hello. Hello, Purple Phoenix from Scotland. How's it hanging? How's it hanging? I follow a groomer who's traveling through Scotland. She's traveling with 2 cats and a pug. She decided to walk away from the pet grooming industry. Youngin'. She's like, looks like she's 28. Decided to get an RV and then just start traveling. She went off to France and then she came back. As far as I know, she's in Scotland. She's always changing. Well, hello from Holland. I found her on TikTok. So speaking of Jelly Roll, have you seen what Jelly Roll looks like with his beard shaved off and his weight loss? He's actually really good looking. Shocker. Can you believe that? You know who Jelly Roll is, right? He's a really enormous, obese singer here in America. Is he country? Sort of. His genre is country slash rock slash... yeah. Anyway, he just shaved all of his face hair off. and he's dropped a lot of weight. He probably had some kind of surgery for weight loss, right? And he's actually incredibly good looking, in my opinion. Who knew? Who knew? He's a hottie under all that, right? Who knew? No, I think I'll just let it time out, right? Anyway, here's what happens when the cat's in the dryer. As the cat dries, there's a barometer inside, a sensor, right? Once the sensor senses there's no more moisture, it will start to drop the temperature and bring it down to room temperature, right? So the air is still circulating. Gotcha. Gotcha. So you actually named your cat after that singer? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, what else? What else? Are we there yet? He's like, I'm not sure, are we? Yeah. So are there any other live cat groomers here on YouTube that you know of? Just curious, because I'm relatively new to live streaming here. I came over from Tiki Talkie because they literally muzzle you as a content creator, and you can't talk, you can't say things, you can't talk about, you just, every single little thing you say, you get slapped with a violation. You're constantly being reprimanded, right? Like you're some 2-year-old. So I basically had enough. I'll still go over there, but just once around 5 o'clock. We're getting close to going live on Tiki Talkie. The third cat, which is the Maine Coon from Russia, we'll probably go live with him on Tiki Talkie. Yeah. All right, we're there. Yeah, I don't. I heard there's some on Insta, but I never went looking. My experience as a content creator on Insta, it's like that movie, The Hills Have Eyes. It's really creepy because no one says anything, right? And you've got eyes on you, and it's creepy as you know what, right? I'm like, no thank you. No, thank you. Aaron. Head up. Good boy. Good boy. And then there's other channels as well. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you're better off doing it yourself because most dog groomers have no training in cat grooming. So whatever, oh, thank you. Whatever a dog groomer is going to do with your cat is not anything that you can't do yourself for your cat. So that's why I encourage people to learn how to do it themselves. If you go to any local cat show, you think those cats are being groomed by groomers? No, they're being groomed by their pet owners. Every beautiful cat that you see at that cat show is being groomed by their owner, right? So it's just about, I don't know, you could join a local cat show, get things started. You don't have to join a cat show to learn how to groom cats. You can just watch lives like mine, right? Yeah. What's your point? What's your point? Do you have one? Alright. I told you they would all be the same temperament, even though they're not related. Wham, 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 wham. Wow. You're almost there. You did it. You did it. Wow. Keep going. And we're done. And we're done. Just glorious. Just glorious. Just glorious. Waka waka waka. Wait. 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 And wrap. And wrap. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Alright, right this way. Right this way. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Mm-hmm. 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 Are you leaving? He said I was thinking about it. Let's flush your eyes. Let's flush your eyes. Gotta get him off his legs. If you don't put the cat down on their side, and you put them on their legs, they're just gonna find a way to walk away. Alright, out you go. This one. Wow. Double towel wrap for maximum absorption before you start the drying. Right? Get the towel to do most of the work for you. Oh God. Alright, ready, steady, here we go. Here we go. Thank you for doing that. They were really worried about this cat being in that dryer mess. Well, it's a smart dryer. You don't need to worry about it. Alrighty then. Say it again. Do I have kittens? No, I'm not a breeder. That's what you mean. No, I'm not a breeder. I'm a groomer. I'm a hairdresser. I'm a hairdresser. Ouch. 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 Go to a local pet show. One, two, or a cat show. Just go to a cat show. You'll be able to meet with the people, sometimes meet their parents. Yeah. Whenever you find a breeder going to a cat show, that means they're breeding for breed standard and temperament. Right? Steady, steady, here we go. Here we go. You did it. I use this comb to finish them. See how thin the teeth are? That's for maximum shedding. The closer the teeth, the more undercoat you're going to pull out. Alright, let's see if we have something that's going to go in there. There you go. You did? Here. Go. What do you mean by things? What do you mean by things? What things? You talking about the dryer box? I don't know. Why don't you ask it? See what he says. Hmm? Ew. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Apparently they're all being kidnapped and held prisoner, right? So inquiring minds want to know, little one, Are you enjoying yourself? There you go. Ask the kitty, see what he says. He's like, it's okay. Sometimes it's not about whether the cat enjoys it. It's about looking for their tolerance level and working within their tolerance level. You know, if you can't find a way for the cats to enjoy it, at least make it tolerable for them, right? Which would involve learning techniques. You would need to know at least 100 different grooming techniques if you're going to be advertising cat grooming to the public. But apparently the dog groomers of the world never got that memo. They have one technique. To scruff your cat. That's the technique. Alrighty then. Some might actually know too. No, you need to know about 100, bitches. Why? Because every cat has a different temperament and different techniques would be required. How are you supposed to advertise to the public with every single temperament, breed coming in? You need to know techniques, right? Someone didn't get the memo, I guess. Oh, we have a groomer in the house. I'll screenshot. There you go. Did I screenshot it? There. Now I need to get certified. Do you offer? Just go to the link in my profile called it's themainlion.live and go to the link that says find a cat groomer. The National Cat Groomers Institute offers certification and they are worldwide, right? So if you go to their website, you should be able to find someone close to you. Where are you located? USA, baby girl. So apparently you're here in America, right? Well, you got to start by ordering their syllabus from their website. I don't think you can get personal private training until you have ordered. Oh God. All right, so the top certifier in the country is in New Jersey, right? But her name is Lynn. She would want you to order the syllabus and study it and get that going, because there's a couple of things that are going to be taking place when you get certified. There's going to be a bunch of written tests, and then you have to do the application of the grooming, right? There are some certifiers who are remote. They'll come to you. But most of the time I've heard of people, they have to go to the certifier, to their salon. But I have heard of 1 or 2 certifiers who will travel and come to you, right? How much will it cost? Save your money. It's going to cost you a pretty penny. A lot of money. Lots and lots and lots of money. Right? How much exactly? They'll probably break it down for you on their website. Right? But you have to start with the full syllabus. You have to get the syllabus and start studying that. Right? You can and then you can sign up for personal private training, where you go to a person's salon and groom under them. The link is in the link in my bio, themainlion.live. Just go to the Find a Cat Groomer link. That'll take you to the NCGI's website, which is called National Cat Groomers. Well, they live together. They live together. There we go. Aren't they just lovely? So what we're going to do is just pull these cats out one at a time and do a final finishing. Like I said before, a jacquet. Sometimes it's not about finding something to make them enjoy it, because you know not every cat's going to enjoy every part of their grooming. Sometimes it's about finding the right tolerance, finding what's tolerant for the cat, right? And what would we require a cat to find what's tolerant for them? Techniques, right? Now, nothing stops me from being able to study cat groomers from all around the world. There's nothing stopping me from learning and continuing to learn. There's a lot of live cat groomers on TikTok. So I study from some of the best in the world, right? Believe it or not, some of the best in the world do not even come from this country. But don't tell the bitches that, because they think they're the best, but they're not. No. They think they are, but they're not, right? And it's a strange phenomena. Every cat groomer thinks they're the best cat groomer. Why? Because their clients keep telling them how great they are and how appreciative they are for grooming their cats, right? So then they start to believe that they're one of the best cat groomers in the world, right? Yeah. It's a little strange phenomena. Every cat groomer thinks they're the best, right? Until they realize they're not. And you know how they realize they're not? Once they catch a live of somebody else going live grooming cats, and they're like, oh, right? And that's when it dawns on them that they may not be as good as they think they are, right? Because what is the true litmus test for a cat groomer? To go live. Alright, we're going to take the white one out first since she was done. And we're going to do the final finish comb out. The frosting. We're doing the frosting. And we're going to powder her nose with the Wink Eye Powder from Pink Paw Pal. These are just $1, real soft brushes from your local Dollar Tree, right? Okay. Ready, steady, here we go. Here we go. You just want one of these, not both of these, just one of these. Just one of these. This one. Whee. There we go. Let's get some keep going. I guess we'll just use this one. There we go. There we go. It's a $1. It's $1. It's just $1. Ready to get your nose powdered? She's like, yeah. She's like, that's fancy. Yeah. That's fancy. Alright, that's done. What? She's like, no. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. You're not having it? What do you mean you're not having it? Hmm? Wow. I guess we'll tip her ears. I don't know. I don't know. She's like, unhand me, woman. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, little one. Little pink pow finishing spray. She's not happy. So, how do we make her happy? We put a happy hoodie on her head. There. Instant happiness. She's like, don't believe it. Don't believe it, people. Wow. 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 Are we leaving? So that's it? Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, don't you say, don't believe it. Mm-hmm. Can we get her off her feet? When you get a cat off their feet, they stop walking away. It's the most amazing thing. Okay. And a little flufferoonie. This is called an ooh-ah. I call it my finishing dryer. Alright, there you have it. One washed and coiffed kitty. Waka waka. Ready, steady, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Meow. 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 I know, say goodbye. Come here. Alright, next victim. Because, you know, after all, that's what we're doing here. We're using cats. She's like, no, I'm good. You gotta get out. Out. Alright. Butt scratch. Good scratch. Let's get a little bit of airflow going. Get that on low. Get that on low. And I throw you over. That's it. You're staying. She's like, I'm leaving. Not so fast. Not so fast. Outside. Wow. Did it? She did. Put this on. Need a little flip. With a pretty rock, yeah. You get to pick a really pretty rock as a first-time client, and then you get another dip into the treasure box. Hold on. You did it. Until you come to a live cat grooming page and then you realize that's a load of you know what. It can be. It can be. Some of them. Alright, there you have it. One freshly coiffed kitty. She's like, do I get my nose powdered too? Not really. What are you doing? All right, say goodbye to this lovely gentleman. There, 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 there. You don't clean farm cats, right? They need their oils to protect them from the weather and their fur from the sun, right? All right, say goodbye. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Thanks for the hearts. All the best. Take care.